The station working for you. This is ABC 27 News in high definition.
Good evening, I'm Alicia Richards. Thank you for joining us. Firefighters just are not getting a break. A man who lives on Ridge Road in Edders, York County, accidentally set his mobile home on fire. Firefighters say he tried to thaw out a pipe with a blowtorch. That started the fire that destroyed that home. Our Mark Hall is there. He's going to bring us a report in a moment. But let's begin with how the snow is going to affect our morning commute. Hopefully not much, Eric.
Well, what's going to happen is the snow will end before the morning commute. It's just how quickly we can clean up. This is what we see right now. The snow is falling across the region. We're going to take you around some of the spots. So this is just one of them. In ABC 27 here in Chambersburg, snow covered, and that seems to be common here. Snow continues in Carlisle. We're getting around, but you can see it's beginning to accumulate more now on the roadways. We even see that here at the Yorktown Hotel where it's 14 degrees. Of course, this is a view at Continental Square. A lot of temperatures are at 10, some locations below 10. We got single digits there for Messiah College in Grantham. When you look at the radar, we're starting to see a lot of that snow now filling in across much of the mid-state. I want to zoom out and show you that we have just one area of snow, or one area that's going to continue to give us some snowfall here. And that's about it. It's going to be mainly a light event, but some areas across the, I'd say south of Route 30 does have a good chance of maybe receiving some higher accumulation. So for a lot of us, it's going to be occurring between now and 4 a.m., wrapping up before the morning commute. And as I mentioned before earlier, Alicia, looks like some higher amounts possible when you get south of Route 30. But I think for a lot of us, this is just going to be another light event here. A lot of that snow is hanging across areas in Maryland and Virginia. That's where they're going to be getting the bulk of the snow.
All right, Eric, and this intense cold certainly can freeze pipes. But tonight, a man used a blowtorch trying to unthaw pipes in his mobile home, and he burned his home down. Mark Hall reports from Edders, York County.
Well, it was a scary situation for a York County couple and their baby earlier this evening here in Newberry Township. The Newberry Township Fire Chief says that a man was trying to unfreeze the pipes underneath his home with a propane torch when they say that he may have hit some kind of padding or insulation with the flame, and that started the fire. Now, witnesses tell us that neighbors ran up to the home with fire extinguishers trying to put out the flames, but it continued to get worse. Firefighters arrived a short time later, and they were able to put out the blaze. Terry Schroeder just lives down the street, and he said things looked bad early on.
I looked out my window, I saw smoke, flame, and I ran out, and I got scared. I thought all the trails was gonna catch on fire. I thought people were still trapped inside, but they came out safe.
The couple and the baby did make it out okay. We are told that they lost just about everything that they own, and the fire department says that the house is indeed a total loss. The Red Cross is providing assistance. In York County, Mark Hall, ABC 27 News.
All right, thank you, Mark. And happening now, firefighters continue to fight a massive fire in West Virginia. A train carrying 100 tankers of crude oil derailed this afternoon. Look at that explosion. Oil spilled into a nearby river. This is 30 miles southeast of Charleston, West Virginia. Thick clouds of smoke, not to mention the flames, went hundreds of feet into the air.
The cars were exploding, and it was a considerable amount of fire. We could see it from a mile away.
At least one train car plunged into the river. A nearby home caught fire. Hundreds of people were evacuated. So far, no reports of injuries, but a state of emergency has been declared in 2 counties. This fire is not expected to be out until the morning. No word yet on what caused that train to derail. It is so cold that when Philadelphia firefighters sprayed water on a burning building, the water froze on contact. That's even as the fire was still smoldering in that building. Look at that. This is West Philly. Power lines, utility poles, and buildings next door also became encased in ice. Although the cold can be dangerous for some, getting out for a little fun is worth the risk. Dan Kerrigan went out to find those people at Round Top Mountain Resort in York County.
Sure, it's cold outside, but it's peak season here at Ski Round Top. And despite the cold temperatures we've been seeing of late, people here are taking advantage. With the weather we've been having, staying warm on the slopes can be an uphill battle.
Our feet froze off a couple hours ago. Yeah, we're struggling.
I've been cold all day.
So this is a little too chilly for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like 80 degrees and snow out. That's better.
While some hope for warmer days, others gear up. Multiple layers are the name of the game here.
I think we've each got 3 on top and 3 on bottom before the snow pants and the jacket, so technically 5.
And when it comes to bundling up, style points can count, but function reigns supreme over fashion.
I just put the earmuffs over the hat.
So this isn't too cold for you?
It would usually be, but skiing is fun, so no.
Still, the bitter cold is serious business. So at Ski Round Top, their ski safety folks now keep a very close eye on those who brave the conditions, not just in case of a hard landing, but also for inadequate attire and, of course, signs of hypothermia. That effort, along with Old Man Winter, isn't letting up anytime soon.
We just remind people, if you start to feel cold, go in and warm up. The lodge is only a couple steps from the slope, so if you start to feel cold or feel numb, just go on inside and warm up a little bit, and you'll be good to go.
Now this is more my speed. In the warm, by the fire. The skiers we spoke with said their favorite thing to do after a day hitting the slopes is to get in the warm and enjoy a nice drink of coffee, hot chocolate, or tea. Working for you, Ski Round Top, Dan Kerrigan, ABC 27 News.
I'm with you, Dan. All right, a Cumberland County shelter is doing its best to give the homeless a warm place to stay. The shelter at Carlisle Cares serves about 50 people every day. At night, residents are taken to churches to sleep. Right now, the shelter is in desperate need of donations and volunteers.
If we don't have volunteers, our hours of operation is in serious jeopardy. We don't want to have to close the doors, and that comes with the money part of it too, the financial part. This time of year, we're always critically low on funds.
A count last month came up with 25 unsheltered homeless people in the Carlisle area. Carlisle Cares believes that number is actually much higher. To find out how to help Carlisle Cares, just head to abc27.com. Looking ahead now, former state treasurer Rob McCord will head to court tomorrow to plead guilty to extortion. Investigators say McCord pressured a law firm and property management company into making campaign contributions. That was during his failed attempt to become the Democratic nominee for governor last year. McCord resigned his job as treasurer last month. He faces a maximum 40 years in prison. Pennsylvania has a long history of gambling, beginning with the lotto in the 70s to casinos in 2006. And as Dennis Owens found out, lawmakers are considering a proposal to bring even more gambling to the state.
This is video poker, and it could be coming to a bar, restaurant, Legion, or VFW near you. A House hearing last week heard about Illinois' success with video poker. It is legal and a $1.4 billion business there.
Machines are already here. We know that. I mean, I belong to 2 clubs and they have machines. Those machines are not currently legal under Pennsylvania law.
Hershey's John Payne is the chair of the Gaming Oversight Committee, who's seen estimates that video poker could generate $500 million a year for the state and regulate better payouts for players.
Let's legalize that. Let's make the payout better for the person participating. And then as we legalize that, let the state get a cut of that.
Bars and taverns support the idea, but brick-and-mortar casinos, who paid big money for licenses and turn over a big cut to PA, say no way, that it'll crush their business. Eric Shippers of Hollywood Casino's parent company says, "We hope Pennsylvania will look closely at the profoundly negative impact these convenience slot machines in bars and taverns in Illinois have had on our investment and the jobs we've created before heading down this path."
If we sit here and don't do anything in Pennsylvania, we will be closing casinos over the next 10 years, and I don't want that to happen.
Payne says he wants to protect casinos and will introduce a bill to legalize casino-run internet gaming to give them a financial boost. But he'd also allow limited video poker in clubs and bars and restaurants. He says it's a gamble a state facing a $2 billion deficit may have to take.
If I, John Payne, have a choice between doing a revenue enhancement on the gaming side or taking a tax vote to increase the income tax, I'm voting to do more gaming.
Dennis Owens, ABC 27 News.
And Payne says he's also looking at legalizing fantasy sports leagues and letting casinos run them as well. A group of Cumberland County residents is working to overturn an alcohol sales ban. Upper Allen Township has been dry since 1920. That's when Prohibition took effect. In order to change the law, the group Upper Allen Citizens is collecting signatures. If it gets the nearly 1,400 needed, the issue will become a referendum on the May ballot.
At that point, if a majority of the citizens say, yes, we want it, or no, we don't, then the community has spoken. But they should have that opportunity to make the decision. It shouldn't go back to Prohibition.
The group has until March 10th to get their signatures. The measure would not allow wine and spirit stores or beer distributors in the township. That would require a whole different set of petitions. Harrisburg Area Community College and Bloomsburg University are partnering to offer a 4-year bachelor's program. They signed a deal today greenlighting a 4-year applied science bachelor's degree for technical leadership. Now students who've already achieved an associate's degree at HAC can enter Bloomsburg with a full junior standing. The program offers classes both online and at the Dickinson Center. It's not just us getting unusually cold weather, and that's still ahead tonight. Also, the young man accused of killing 2 people and wounding 5 police officers in Denmark. There's new information on a motive. And why we might be seeing Lady Gaga in Lancaster County even more. Tonight's military hero is U.S. Army Ranger Lieutenant Colonel Jeff Allen of Colonial Park. He graduated from Central Dauphin High School in 1989. He completed 3 tours in Iraq, the last 2 with the 82nd Airborne. We salute you and thank you for your service.
I have the need for speed. Regis co-host and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Next, Rachel.
Watch Tuesday on ABC 27.
ABC 27 News is brought to you in part by your local Nissan dealer.
More excitement, more adventure, more tunes, more versatility. Now through President's Day, get holiday bonus cash only at Nissan Now.
Get up to $1,000 bonus cash on top of existing offers on select models. Or choose from 15 models with 0% APR for up to 60 months.
Get to Nissan now. Holiday bonus cash and soon.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Next live, Angie Harmon and Stalker's Dylan McDermott.
Watch Tuesday on ABC 27.
We are the faculty and coaches at your state-owned universities. We are trusted educators and mentors to our students. We are experts, scholars, and researchers who stand at the forefront of innovation. We are active community leaders and deliver on the promise of affordable public higher education by ensuring that our students have access to quality programs, small classes, and experienced professors. We are Pennsylvania's professors and coaches. We are the faces of AppScuff.
When you set out to find new roads, you obsess over perfection. Evolve function, elevate form, and create the highest quality midsize sedan. Chevrolet, the most awarded car company of 2014. Now during the Chevy President's Day sale, current GM owners can choose an eligible Cruze and stock the longest and get $3,500 total cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
You're watching ABC 27, Central Pennsylvania's news leader.
So guess what? This winter has actually been one of the warmest on record nationally. So the Northeast has been cold and snowy, but the western half of the country has had unprecedented warmth. There have been more than 4,000 record warm temperatures this month alone. That's according to the National Climatic Data Center. The numbers make this winter the 6th warmest ever, and that's based on records dating back to 1895. I did not know that.
It's pretty amazing. I think what we see in all the stories that we have are based on the snow, especially in the Northeast and Boston, and of course the cold we've had around here. And I think that trumps what we see.
Totally.
The warmth that we do have. So it is warm across the western half of the U.S. If you need a break, just get west of the Rockies. Anywhere west of the Rockies, you'll be fine. I want to show you here, this is what we did see this morning and some of the high and low temperatures that we had. Check this out, a low this morning of 0, which tied the record set back in 1905. And I had Ryan Coyle, my colleague, going back, checking out the last time we've been this low. And I know he's made it back to 2007, still has not found the temperatures has actually been 0, at least here in February. 14 was the high. We should normally be now seeing a high of 41 degrees, just to put everything into perspective. We're due for a warm up. Not going to happen this week. As a matter of fact, late this week, we're going to have temperatures similar to what we're seeing now. We're going to have sort of reinforcement of that Arctic air. Dillsburg right now at 6, Eville at 10, Mechanicsburg at 8, same for Redline. And these are some of the lows this morning. What we saw waking up Monday morning here for President's Day, below 0. This does not happen all that often. Maybe every couple of years, and we're able to tap into some of those below 0 readings here this morning. New Bloomfield at 7 right now, Williamstown at 12, Paxton and Manheim at 9. So if you look out, there we are, we can see more of that snowfall. It almost looks like slush or maybe a mix, but it is all snow, and temperatures are in the single digits right now. We're accumulating more on the sidewalks here. This is just the latest view from the Blue and Gray Grill in Gettysburg. We show you a lot of other locations here at the top of the show too. Shippensburg, now we've got a covered parking lot. Some of the other temperatures around the region also showing single digits. York, Manheim, Grantham, Halifax right now at about 10 degrees. So we're seeing snow. It is varying in intensity. So you'll get these bursts of snow to maybe produce some higher amounts in spots. We did have so far one report coming from Upper Strasburg there in Franklin County, about 1.5 inches of snowfall there at about 10:45 this evening. And I showed this earlier too. This is all that we're going to be getting here. So for us, this isn't a big snow event. We've been getting brushed by these snowstorms. A lot of the times they've been moving across the northeast, and we've been getting brushed. This time it was more of a southern storm, and we were on the northern edge. And we are now. We still expect some areas, perhaps south of Route 30, to receive the highest amounts here overnight tonight. And then another good news is it does end before the morning commute, so it's not going to be snowing. If it is, it'll just be some leftover flurries. That's about it. So this thing is moving quickly. It's moving offshore. And on another positive note, we're not going to experience the winds with this one like we did over the weekend. So here we are moving about 6 a.m. It is well east, I should say east of the area here, moving into the rest of the day. Much of our Tuesday is going to be quiet. As a matter of fact, even open the skies up to sunshine. Highs will be in the upper 20s. That will actually help to melt some of that snowfall as well. Even though we're going to be below freezing, we can still get some of that snow to melt with some of that sunshine here. So overnight now through 4 a.m., we're looking at about 1 to 3 inches. For much of the region, you get south of Route 30 here. The southern tier right along the Maryland border could see some higher amounts. And then it just tapers to snow showers here, at least during the morning commute, but I would even say for a lot of us before the morning commute here. So we haven't changed the snow map much if you followed us here lately. About 1 to 3 inches of snowfall here, and then you get south of Route 30. Could see some higher amounts moving into areas in Maryland as well. So as far as traveling, I would say, well, now through about 6 a.m. going to be a little tough. The worst times would probably be between midnight and about 4 a.m. before it begins to taper off. Travel conditions should improve moving into the morning hours, especially mid-morning hours. So at the bus stop, the snow is ending. It will be very cold. I mean, some of us are at the single digits. We're going to go for an average of about 10. And then moving late into this week, check this out. Thursday and Friday, we get another rebound here of the Arctic air, and that's going to keep things quite cold here, at least to start off the weekend. And then notice we do have the chance of rain and snow mix here moving into the weekend. Still a lot of things to fine tune, though, for the weekend, Alicia.
All right, Eric, thank you. Tonight, there are winter storm warnings in 20 states affecting 90 million Americans. Another 13 inches of snow fell on Boston Sunday, bringing the total in that city this winter to 8 feet. There is so much snow in Massachusetts, the weight crushed the roof of this Lowe's. And elsewhere in Massachusetts, the roof of a garage gave way while a woman was inside in her car. Firefighters were able to pull her out. And when we come back, the latest on 2 terror attacks. And later, she was a huge singing star in the 60s. Leslie Gore has passed away. What you might not know about her career.
Not every dog follows the instructions. Wait till you see what this one does at the Westminster Dog Show, later in sports.
Bus Stop Forecast is brought to you by McCafferty Auto Group.
It's President's Day, and the savings are huge. Lease the all-new Sonata for just $159 a month. Take home class-leading interior space and up to an EPA estimated 37 mpg highway. Got your eye on the J.D. Power honored Elantra? Take it home for just $129 a month. During the President's Day sales event, you'll save big on every Hyundai on the lot. Get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,000 or get up to $2,750 total savings.
There's nothing more romantic than a spontaneous moment, so why pause to take a pill? And why stop what you're doing to find a bathroom? With Cialis for daily use, you don't have to plan around either. It's the only daily tablet approved to treat erectile dysfunction, so you can be ready anytime the moment is right. Plus, Cialis treats the frustrating urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Why pause the moment? Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use. For a free 30-tablet trial, go to Cialis.com.
The Lancaster Heart and Vascular Institute gives you heart care among the nation's best, so you don't have to stop doing what you love to do. From the region's top doctors using the latest technologies and procedures to specialized services for heart failure, heart rhythm disorders, and more, we partner with you to help you stay heart healthy and enjoy life. Lancaster Heart and Vascular Institute. Choose well, be well.
Looks like the Garcias got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know.
Sure doesn't look like a Buick.
I'm outside. Where are you? I'm right here. I'm in the Buick. I don't see a Buick.
Take a fresh look at Buick. It just might surprise you.
That's not a Buick. That's what I told him.
Wow. This is nice.
Oh, my.
Now during the Buick President's Day event, get $5,000 total cash back on select Buick sedans in stock the longest.
She's had the dog for 10 months. Why in the world would you want to uproot that dog?
She was also fostering another dog, which she threatened to euthanize.
Oh, here I had all this sympathy for you. I don't anymore.
Next, Judge Judy.
Watch Tuesday on ABC 27.
2 new arrests and new details for you on the gunman in Denmark's first deadly terror attacks in 30 years. Denmark says the gunman was 22-year-old Omar El Hussein. He was born in Denmark. He'd just been released from prison 2 weeks ago for a 2013 knife attack on a subway. Police say he fired 40 rounds into a bookstore that was hosting an event on free speech, killing a filmmaker. His apparent target was a cartoonist on an al-Qaeda hit list who had drawn the Prophet Muhammad as a dog. Police say El Hussein also killed a Jewish security guard outside his synagogue.
We will do everything to make sure that the Jewish community understands that they are part of the Danish community, and we will do everything to protect the Jewish community and its institutions.
5 police officers were injured in Saturday's shootings as well. Authorities killed El Hussein after a manhunt. 2 additional suspects are under arrest. They're accused of helping El Hussein avoid police and getting rid of evidence. Over the weekend, ISIS released another brutal execution video. The victims this time, Christian Egyptians. Today, Egypt struck back. It launched 2 waves of airstrikes against ISIS targets in Libya, camps, training grounds, weapon depots. It's unclear how many were killed. The ISIS video showed the mass beheading of 21 Egyptian Christians on a beach in Libya. The North Carolina man accused of killing 3 young Muslims has been indicted. 46-year-old Craig Hicks faces 3 counts of first-degree murder. Police say he was angry over a parking dispute, but the families of the 3 killed believes it was a hate crime. Local police say there's no evidence of that, but the FBI continues to investigate. Well, she topped the charts in 1963. Tonight, a goodbye to Leslie Gore. Also ahead, more problems for Lance Armstrong. This one's going to hurt his bank account. You're watching ABC 27 News Nightside.
Thanks for watching ABC 27 News Nightside.
Thank you, Cable, for taking longer to upload our family movies.
For the slower internet upload speeds.
For taking longer to upload my files to the cloud.
For making me wait longer to share my photo albums.
and for never upgrading to 100% fiber optics.
Thank you, Cable.
Thank you, Cable. Because if we never had you,
we wouldn't know the incredible difference Verizon Fios makes.
In customer satisfaction studies, Fios is rated #1 in internet speed and reliability 8 years running. Plus, Fios has the fastest Wi-Fi available from any provider and the most on-demand titles to your TV. And only Fios gives you upload speeds as fast as your download speeds. Now's the best time to join the millions who experience the difference. Get a Fios Triple Play online for just $79.99 a month, guaranteed for 2 full years. And now through February 21st, get a $400 bonus with a 2-year agreement. Don't wait. Get Fios now at this amazing price plus a $400 bonus. Hurry, this deal ends February 21st. Go to Verizon.com/thefacts today.
Can you believe the 3 of us have made it to the big leagues?
We can't either, but yet here we are right in Times Square.
The home of ABC's Good Morning America.
There's certain professionalism that we have to get it right the first time, or as close to right as possible, and then we move on.
On Tuesday, what it takes to get the show on the air.
Range Rover Sport. Land Rover, above and beyond.
Some things are big, others are huge. Empire Today's $99 room sale is back. Get carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate for just $99 when you pay for padding and installation. Carpet for your bedroom, hardwood for the family room, laminate for the kitchen. Each $99 when you pay for padding and installation. This is the sale you've been waiting for. Schedule now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Disgraced cyclist Lance Armstrong just got slapped with a $10 million penalty. That's for fraud. A Texas promotions company said it paid Armstrong huge bonuses during his career, which of course ended with his titles being stripped for doping. The promotions company then sued to get its money back. Arbitrators deciding the case are making Armstrong pay back 10 of the $12 million in bonuses he received. She was a singing star from the age of 16. Leslie Gore has died of cancer in a New York hospital.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to, cry if I want to.
It's My Party was her biggest hit, but she had many others. She also played Catwoman's sidekick in the cult TV comedy Batman. She won an Oscar for co-writing the song Out Here on My Own from the movie Fame. Gore continued to perform until 2 years ago. Her partner of 33 years, Lois Sasson, said she was working on a stage version of her life when she died. Leslie Gore was 68. Lady Gaga is engaged to her longtime boyfriend, who's from the mid-state. The 28-year-old star announced on Instagram today that she's engaged to 33-year-old actor Taylor Kinney, who's from Lancaster. He went to Lancaster Mennonite High School. The two are seen somewhat frequently in the area. Lady Gaga posted a photo of her engagement ring and wrote the following: "He gave me his heart on Valentine's Day, and I said yes." The 6-time Grammy winner and Kinney first met on the set of her music video in 2011. Kinney stars in the TV series Chicago Fire. If you're tired of the cold, we've got some video you will love. Spring training pictures are next in sports.
More excitement, more adventure, more tunes, more versatility. Now through President's Day, get holiday bonus cash only at Nissan Now.
Get up to $1,000 bonus cash on top of existing offers on select models. Or choose from 15 models with 0% APR for up to 60 months.
Get to Nissan now. Holiday bonus cash, and soon.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
I can sit there and I can just be happy for no reason. I can just really be happy, and I call it overjoy. The joy just overflows. Honestly, everybody has a purpose, and I'm going to say that's my purpose. I like to put a smile on somebody's face, taking care of people. That's me. Joy.
For this President's Day, Honda's celebrating the way Americans celebrate best.
With pyrotechnics. Because when you can get America's most trusted brand for an incredible deal, we think it's worthy of its own monument. Meet, melt, save more.
The Honda President's Day sales event, happening now at your Honda dealer.
Think you have the fastest internet? Think again. This is Xfinity. This is your current internet provider.
Which do you think is going to download faster?
I'm gonna go with what I know.
Ready?
Yes.
Download.
Well,
Xfinity is way faster. That's not even fair.
And we're done. I'm gonna go.
We may have to switch to Xfinity.
Don't let your internet slow you down. Switch to Xfinity from Comcast for $79.99 a month for 12 months. Plus, upgrade to get even more speed. Only at Comcast.com/switch today.
The ABC 27 Sports Report is brought to you by Xfinity, the future of awesome, your home for the most live sports.
Lancaster received a big sports honor when USA Field Hockey made Spooky Nook Sports Complex their home base. Been really neat for local field hockey, and over the last few days, the U.S. team has been playing Argentina in friendly exhibitions. The results are not as important as perhaps the event itself. It's a big, impressive setting, indoors, field hockey at Spooky Nook. They're drawing big crowds for every game. U.S. took a 2-0 lead in this one. Penn Manor's Jill Whitmer will make the pass. She's on the right side, and that made it 2-0. But Argentina scored in the final seconds. That made it 2-2. They'll play one more game Wednesday night in Lancaster. Well, the high school district basketball playoffs get underway in full tomorrow. The top teams from each bracket will make the states. It all starts tomorrow. This is Tony Bennett, the coach of Virginia, who left his heart in Charlottesville tonight. Watch the passing against Pitt. That's Mike Tobey for the Jam. And then Malcolm Brogdon, and this is why the Cavaliers are number 2 in the country. They roll over Pitt 61-49. More PA college hoops. Villanova enters through the stands. That's pretty cool. Here's Dylan Ennis connecting against Seton Hall.
Ennis.
And then Darren Hillard off of a screen. Villanova ranks 6th in the country. They beat Seton Hall 71-54. Hershey Bears are off until Friday when they play another 3 games in 3 nights, and the Bears are now putting together some numbers like the old days. They are a win away from having the best record in the American Hockey League, and over the last 17 games, they have just 1 regulation loss. Yesterday afternoon was an impressive effort against Bridgeport. Chris Connor deflected in the second goal right there. Remember, the Bears had played Saturday in Hershey, and they took a 4-hour bus ride and played the next afternoon at 3 o'clock. They scored 3 times in the second period. Dustin Gaisley has really been hot. He's had 4 goals in the last 2 games, and then to add to it in the third period, Casey Wellman had a couple of goals. The Bears won yesterday afternoon against the Bridgeport Sound Tigers 5-1. They're 2 points away from having the best record in the league. Want to go to Binghamton with me on Friday?
No.
Oh, it'll be really nice. It's going to be like minus 40 below zero up there, the southern tier of New York State. All right, you can watch the Bears in Binghamton live on ABC 27.2 RTV. That'll be Friday night. Comcast 246, Verizon 461, as well as Blue Ridge and Coon. As NASCAR gets set for the Daytona 500, NASCAR star Kurt Busch has been ordered to stay away from his ex-girlfriend. A judge ordered Busch to stay away. It stems from an incident where Patricia Driscoll claims Busch grabbed her and threw her into a wall. Busch himself has had unkind words to say about her as well. Busch has been ordered to stay away from her home and at work and at NASCAR events. There's something wonderful about looking at these pictures, but maybe even more so tonight. In Fort Myers, Florida, Boston Red Sox pitchers and catchers reporting for duty. Those guys always go into camp, although you'll find other early birds. Why would you hang in the Boston area right now if they live there, right? I mean, why not be down there? Let's just watch these for about 5 or 10 minutes. Right, there you go. More teams and players will report through the week. The first exhibition games are in early March. By the way, tomorrow's high in Fort Myers will be 77 with no chance of snow. Finally tonight at the Westminster Dog Show, Manchester Terrier Grand Champion Musa walking around the ring and says, "Oh, I like that box." That's cool. It's a toy group. I figured I'd get in. Watch this again. He goes, hey, what are you taking me out of there for? Here we go. I like this. This looks pretty cool. I think you had a win for that move. See, now that's a dog show. Let them jump over things, eat biscuits. They just parade around the ring there in New York. Let them go into things.
That is so cute. I'm surprised stuff like that doesn't happen more often.
Right. They just go after something or just jump in somewhere or jump into the stands. That's a dog show for you.
And it did feel good looking at that spring training video.
77.
Yes, March 20th. Spring equinox. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Even I'm saying that.
Yeah.
What's happening to me? Hey, we've got a light snow event here for a lot of us overnight. Some higher amounts south of Route 30, but it's going to be wrapping up before the morning.
So glad you were with us. Have a safe night. We'll see you tomorrow.